What's up, fellow polymaths? In this video of the Java Fundamentals tutorial, we'll be going over interview questions. These questions are typical that you'll see in a common interview when trying to apply for a job, so these will definitely be helpful if you're in that category. And even if you're not, it's still good to know as well. Question: name 5 different qualities about Java. So here are some different qualities. Yours don't have to be the same that's posted here. But as far as different qualities, Java's platform independent, it's object-oriented programming language, it's multi-threaded, it has automatic garbage collection, and it's a very popular language used for enterprise, mobile, and desktop applications. Question: name at least one IDE that is used for Java development. Answers include Eclipse, IntelliJ, and NetBeans. Question: name the 8 primitive Java types. Answers are Boolean, character, byte, short, int, long, float, and double. Question: is Java call by value or call by reference? Explain your answer. Java only supports call by value. There is no call by reference in Java. Anything passed into a method call is unchanged in the caller's scope when the method is returned. Question: what is the purpose of the Java virtual machine? Answer: the JVM is a virtual machine that enables the computer to run the Java program. The Java code is compiled by the JVM to be a bytecode, which is close to the computer code. And essentially, this allows Java to be portable, regardless of the system that's used. Question: what is a local variable? Answer: local variables are variables instantiated within the method. These variables are not accessible outside the method. Question: what is the first Java version to introduce Lambdas? Answer: Java 8. Question: what is the file extension for the Java class files? Answer: .java. Question: what is the difference between calling a static method and a non-static method? Answer: with a static method, you call the method using the name of the class. With a non-static method, you create an object from the class and then call the method using the object. Question: what are boxing and unboxing? Answer: boxing is the process of converting a primitive data type to the corresponding wrapper class object, such as a double to a double, and that's a primitive double to an object double. Unboxing is a process of converting a wrapper class object to a primitive data type, such as an object character to a primitive character. Question: name the 4 access modifiers as well as their purpose. Answer: the 4 access modifiers are public, protected, default, and private. Public access modifiers can be accessed by any class or method. Protected access modifiers can be accessed by the class of the same package or by the subclass of the package or within the same class. Default access modifiers are accessible within the package only. By default, all classes, methods, and variables are default. Private access modifiers can only be accessed within the class. Question: what is the value of an initialized object in Java? Answer: null. Question: what is the purpose of a class? Answer: the purpose of a class is to build a blueprint for representing real-world objects. Question: true or false? A class can only have one constructor. False. A class can have many constructors. Question: what is a static variable? Answer: static variables are used to refer to the common property of all objects that is not unique for each object. Static variables are initialized only once in the class at the time of the class being loaded. Static variables belong to the class rather than the object. Question: what is the difference between strings and string builder? Strings are immutable, which means the object cannot be changed, and string builders are mutable, which means the object can be changed. To change the value of the string, you have to create a new instance of a string. Question: what is the difference between string buffer and string builder class? Answer: string buffer is a thread-safe string, which means that only one thread can access the string buffer object at one time, and other threads have to wait their turn. String builder is unsynchronized, which means it's not thread-safe, but is slightly more faster than string buffer. Question: true or false? An interface can be marked as final. False. You can't declare an interface as final because an interface must be implemented by another class to provide the definition. Question. True or false? The value of a final variable can be changed. And explain your answer. False. The final variable is used to restrict updating the value. The value will always stay the same. Question. Explain the definition of inheritance. Answer. Inheritance is a procedure where an object acquires all the properties and behavior of another object of another class. Inheritance provides for more reusable code and being able to override methods from the parent class. Question. What is method overloading? Answer. Method overloading is a technique based on polymorphism that allows you to create multiple methods within the same name but different method signatures. Method overloading can be done in two ways. 1. By changing the number of arguments, and 2. By changing the data type of arguments. Question. What is method overriding? Answer. Method overriding is when a child class provides a specific implementation of a method that is in the parent class or interface. Method overriding is a form of polymorphism. When it comes to method overriding, it must have the same method name as the parent class, the same method signature as the parent class, and it must have an is-a relationship between the parent and the child class. Question. True or false? Static methods can be overridden. And explain your answer. Answer. False. Static methods cannot be overridden because they are part of the class, not the object. Question. True or false? A class can extend only one class. True. A class can only extend one and only one class. Question. Explain what is polymorphism, and what is the benefit of polymorphism? Answer. Polymorphism allows an object to have many different forms due to the ability of inheritance. Polymorphism makes code more reusable and more modular, which helps in preventing repetitive code as well as code that is versatile. Question. What is the difference between checked and unchecked exceptions? Answer. Checked exceptions are checked by the compiler at compile time. These are also called compile time exceptions. These exceptions cannot be ignored. The programmer should handle these exceptions. Unchecked exceptions are an exception that occurs at the time of execution. These are also called runtime exceptions. Runtime exceptions include logic errors. Runtime exceptions are ignored at the time of compilation. Question. What are two ways that a thread can be created? Answer. You can create threads by extending the thread class or implementing the runnable interface. Question. What is the definition of deadlock? And what is array around deadlock? Answer. Deadlocking is when every thread is waiting for a resource which is held by a waiting thread. In this situation, the thread doesn't execute or gets a chance to be executed. All threads become in a perpetual waiting state. To avoid deadlocking conditions, avoid nested locks, avoid unnecessary locks, and use the join method. Question. What is the exception called when a program attempts to manipulate a null value? Answer. Null pointer exception. Question. What happens after there is an exception in a try-catch finally block of code after the exception is caught? Answer. The finally block executes. If this video was of any value to you, then please leave a comment, like, share, and subscribe. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you later.